You know the problem with some of the 50s cars? I'm just used to guys getting out of their big rig, jumping into their 56 Chevy and saying it handles great. Those guys, those older guys that haven't really, older guys, kind of like you, that haven't really driven a great handling car, think 56 Chevys are good handling cars.
Punk. If it weren't for the older guys, you'd still be doing a one-car garage in Streetsville, knocking out one Shelby at a time. This is the year 156. Let's take it for a ride and you'll immediately see. When you get into the car, you'll notice that it's better than it's ever been before. Some companies are going to build a car that's exactly like a new old one. Year one has gone so far as to build this car a lot better than it. Now, you and I live in the real world with bills and obligations. He lives in Toys R Us, but with booze.
This thing's got a complete Art Morrison chassis, rack and pinion up front, power steering, power brakes, runs cool, lots of get up and go. It's not a radical engine, it's stock LS2 basically, 4-speed overdrive, and I love this. Even the dash has the overdrive transmission spot for it. 4-wheel disc brakes, so it stops dynamite. And the thing I like, it's not like a lot of hot rods where they've got all these, you know, they've chopped the roof and they've done this and they've flared this and they've done all the stuff that makes a hot rod usually a hot rod. This thing's subtle. And the 56 Chevy, even though I'm kidding Tom about the old guy stuff, great looking car. The thing that's always hurt the car as far as I'm concerned is it was really a poor performer. This thing here just runs great.
Anybody who visits year one will see that this is far more than a catalog company. If you go through this car, you'll see that not only it's been handcrafted, but it's been handcrafted by guys at year one. And that sets them apart from any other catalog company in the business today.
All right, so building one of these cars isn't a cheap proposition. By the time you get a nice rust-free 56, you put it all together, and I gotta admit, this thing runs and drives great, so it's probably gonna cost you 100 to 150 grand to build one like this. So Tom, maybe it's the old guys, you're right, that can only afford this thing, but boy, it's worth it.
Well, that's a wrap on what just might be the best season ever of Dream Car Garage. How in the world are the guys at Legendary ever going to top this?
No problem. Next year, we're going to build a 1,500 horsepower, environmentally friendly hot rod that is going to spank virtually every supercar on the planet.
The guys at Legendary are going to build it, and he's going to take the credit for it. You know, you've been so kind over this year, sending us all those emails and all those phone calls. Most of them have been very nice.
They weren't all kind.
Well, one of them in particular was particularly critical of those shoes.
Hey Peter, my name is Russ. Big fan of the show. Watch it every week. Calling from New York. Love the show, but what's with the shoes? I know it's kind of weird. I'm from New York, so style's important to us. You have the most stylish cars on your show, including the Gullwing and whatnot. You can't wear dirty white tennis shoes when you're in the presence of these cars. Every guy that watches your show knows you're a guru in the car guy world. You can't be wearing dirty white tennis shoes. All right, my man, don't mean to be harsh. Love the show, and keep it up. Thanks, bye-bye.
You know, he is right.
I'm comfortable in my shoes.
That's true, you are comfortable in your shoes.
Comfortable in my skin. And these shoes fit perfect with this ratty old Cobra that we literally did find in a barn. It's just the way, hey, aluminum door, buddy, aluminum door.
I know, but I mean, how could I make it any worse?
Gotta love these, huh?
That's exactly like a new old one. Well, this one is better than any new old one that we got. Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna sneak away in this baby. She stalled. Other than that, that'll be on the